Hey plant people! In today's episode of my Easy Plant series, we're talking about Syngoniums. They're also commonly referred to as arrowhead plants because of their striking leaf shape. Syngoniums are another wonderful starter plant for any new plant parents because they have easy care requirements, they grow quickly, and they come in a bunch of fun colors and varieties. In terms of care, it's really important for Syngoniums to receive access to bright and indirect light, more so than some of the other plants I've talked about in this series. One way to tell if your Syngonium isn't getting enough light is if it's starting to become lopsided. This is because the leaves are basically trying to reach out and grab whatever light source they can. I'm going to call myself out real quick with my own Syngonium plant and show you that this is what can happen if there isn't enough bright light. In this instance, even though I had a grow light, it was really only reaching one side of the plant. So the entire plant kind of reoriented itself so that it could lean as close to the light as possible. You don't need to have overhead lights in order for this to not happen. Just make sure that you rotate your Syngonium regularly. This Syngonium, on the other hand, has had really consistent access to bright light, and I've been really good about rotating it, so for that reason, it's standing up a little straighter. Next, in terms of watering, Syngoniums are pretty low maintenance. A smaller Syngonium like this should probably be watered about once a week. Just because the pot is so small, it means that the soil can dry out a lot more quickly. For bigger Syngoniums like this, you can probably go about once every 2 weeks. Just remember that ideal watering frequency varies on a lot of factors, including the size and the age of the plant, the type of soil, and the location of the plant. But as always, before you pick up that watering can, stick your finger in the soil, and if the first 2 inches are dry, then you know it's time to water. A second reason why I love Syngoniums is because they come in a huge variety of colors, shapes, and sizes. For a lot of plants, in order to have a variety that's interesting or that's a different color or a cool pattern, you have to spend a lot of money. And while some Syngoniums are more expensive than others, in my experience, it's easier to find a cool looking Syngonium that doesn't break the bank. I only have 3 Syngoniums right now, but I'll show you which ones I have. This green and white one here is a Syngonium podophyllum. This variegated one is a Syngonium silver ash, and this little cutie is a pink confetti Syngonium. And last but not least, I love Syngoniums because they grow so quickly. This Syngonium podophyllum was my first ever Syngonium. I think I've had it for about 5 years. When I first bought that baby from Ace Hardware, she was this big. They grow up so fast. So yeah, that about does it. I absolutely love these little cuties and I recommend them to any new plant parents and of course, experienced ones too. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you have any recommendations for the next plant I talk about, feel free to comment below, and I hope you have a wonderful day.